This here's Fred.
This here's Jesse. And Jesse, you're about to have kind of a different twist on a short sale closing.
Yeah, actually, I'm buying a short sale.
So how has that process been for you to be kind of on the other side of the fence?
I don't want to cry on camera. Yeah, it's been pretty awful. So we made an offer the first week of April, and we're recording this during the second week of September.
Right.
First week of September. So I don't know. That sounds like 5 months, but we got approval. I have to give props out to our mortgage broker, Cody Touche. We got approval 7 days ago. We got short sale approval 7 days ago, 7 business days ago. And he's going to close it on the 9th business day after short sale approval.
That's great, because usually we're looking 30 days after approval to get
30 to 45 total calendar days. And so this will be about, this will be 14 calendar days, And we had a holiday in there as well. That's why I say it's 9 business days.
Right.
So, anyway, mad props to making sure, let's talk about some important steps about buying a short sale. Make sure your mortgage broker can get it done. You don't want to go through this process. I didn't want to wait 4.5 months to get approval and then have my mortgage broker drag his feet, right? And say this takes time and we can't do it fast or anything else. So make sure your mortgage broker knows what they're doing. Make sure they understand. They're collecting your information. They're doing as much as they can prior to short sale approval to make sure to give you a chance to close this quickly before the bank, changes their mind. The other thing is, in this case, the listing agent is not as familiar with the short sale process, and so they, I don't know if she hired a third-party law firm to negotiate this or the sellers did, but I do know that the law firm is getting $3,500 to negotiate the short sale. That took 4.5 months, and I'm pretty sure that you and I both know what kind of, this was Bank of America, 2-position, Freddie Mac, no, let me think. Yeah, I think Freddie Mac short sale. And you and I both know.
We could probably get it done in
I did the
half
same loan. I did the same short sale on a loan in January, and we had approval in 30 days. So I'll just say that was super frustrating. That, the combination of maybe a listing agent who's not as familiar, she's a great agent. I like her a lot. Nothing against her. But, that combo with the third-party law firm, that's a toxic combination. So anyway, the third-party law firm, I'm just not in love with those, and you and I never have been. And we have found that, when the listing agent negotiates or facilitates the short sale process, the results are far better.
Well, I think the biggest thing is that we've got an emotional investment with our sellers, and I know that we've got sellers that, man, I would go to blows with the banks for, because I care about them and not just sitting back and collecting the check at some point.
And then I think the third part I would tell the buyers is be prepared and be ready and be realistic. We made a low offer on this home. It was priced aggressively to start with, and I knew that the bank would counter, and they did. And we ended up coming up about $17,000 in all, from our original offer. But I did that knowing that the bank would be countering us. So be in a position, if you're thinking about buying a short sale, make sure you put yourself in a position to succeed. If you want to start low, that's one thing. Just make sure that you're willing to go higher as the bank negotiates with you.
And we had a case this week where we had a listing where we had a price agreed upon with the bank, and someone tried to come in low and said, look, this is where we need to come in at, and they weren't willing to come up to that price, and so they walked.
And then the other thing is, as far as the buyer being realistic and being prepared, is make sure all of your documentation, your loan information is up to date. We are dealing with a file right now that took us a really, this has been a hard short sale for us. We just had multiple buyers, and they left at different times, and the property's in a floodplain, and we had to dispute value twice on this file. I mean, it's been a tough file, and then as it comes down to the closing time, this buyer, we're finding out, has some struggles financially that may keep them from getting the house.
So we got the approval letter finally, and now it's turning around and trying to get the buyer's lender to be able to get documents
To move forward.
Yeah, so we can finally close.
So anyway, those are my suggestions, I guess, as they are. I should be closing on the purchase of a short sale within the next couple of days. And this is a personal residence for me and my family. And this is to me, this is a great opportunity to buy a house. And it's a great opportunity to target buying a short sale. We probably are on the downward trend of the short sale inventory to some degree, or maybe at the peak of it at least. And so, these opportunities may be dying out just a little bit. My short sale listing consultations have certainly, diminished. It used to be that I did a lot of those. I did several a day, and that has declined a little bit. So, as the economy turns around and as the real estate market turns around, these types of sales specifically are going to be less and less prevalent. So, if you're thinking about, my situation is I'm a move-up home buyer. I have a home. It's served us well for 9 years. It's time for us to me, this is the time to buy. So I went out, found a short sale, found a good value, and made it happen. And hopefully I'll be a proud owner of a second home at the end of this week. So that's how you buy a short sale. I wish there was a instruction manual, but there isn't. So if you are thinking about buying a short sale and you need guidance, then seek out an expert. And we have 2 buyer specialists on our team who can help you navigate the short sale process. All right, thanks guys.
Thanks.